is Minji, and I'm here to interrupt your regularly scheduled entertainment. This is the obligatory disclaimer not to hunt down and harass anyone mentioned in this video, but if you're watching this kind of video, you already know the drill. So, the art and commentary community has been pretty wild this week, specifically in regards to Shannon from the YouTube channel Creepshow Art and her husband Anthony. If you're watching my video, that means you're probably already well caught up with the situation and are currently just scraping the bottom of the barrel for more content regarding the topic. However, if you aren't, the short version of the scandal is that Shannon was outed for shit-talking on an anonymous forum site called lolcow.farm, and another art channel called Emily Artful came forward with a statement that basically summed up to, "Welp, I'm not surprised," before dropping a 2-hour-long expose on Shannon and Anthony's decades worth of stalking and harassment. It was a lot to take in, to say the least. In light of everything going on between saying some stuff about Hello Leash, being exposed on lolcow.farm, and then Emily's expose, Shannon had first tried to delete her community tab on YouTube while blaming hackers. She had changed her icon and cover photo into glitched out images, which yeah, total legit hack right there. Sure thing, they do it all the time. After which she came back to post on her now empty community tab that the reason the previous community posts were all gone was because, guys, I was hacked. Everyone was fairly quick to point out the flaw in that, why would a hacker delete the community tab and then change the icon and cover photo and do absolutely nothing else? Actual hackers on YouTube tend to have goals in mind, when it comes to hijacking channels, like using the previously established monetization of the channel to get money and then rebrand an entire channel into a content farm or something, like in the case of what happened to Megan Rinks. But conveniently enough, before this alleged hacker could do anything but upload some silly photos and delete the community tab, Shannon magically got her channel back. Except now, she doesn't really have that convenient alibi as to why a ton of her content is being either mass deleted or privated, unless, of course, she calls out these mad skill hackers again. This totes legit hacker is also who she is blaming for this nearly 300 posts on lolcow.farm as well. Going as far as to saying, yeah, that's my IP, but the hacker is spoofing me, guys, just to make me look bad. Which, I mean, fair enough, sure. Amy Hacker Pants has been spoofing your IP for 2.5 years. Sure thing. Sounds good. I guess they're spoofing your cookie information too, right? As Kai so generously pointed out in part 2 of Omnia's video on the situation, cookie information is data that a site saves to your browser to better cater to your browsing on that specific site. So if you're logged into that browser, let's say Google Chrome on both your laptop and your phone, even through multiple devices and IP addresses, your cookies are going to stay the same. Should have used an incognito tab occasionally, I guess, but I don't know, maybe lolcow tracks that too. But even without looking at all that nerd shit, why in the world would a hacker, hellbent on cyber harassing you for 8 or more years, decide to promote you? Especially with videos that are membership only. You think a cyber stalker is going to go out of their way to improve your business? Seems kind of unlikely. Personally, I'd like to think that a cyber stalker would be ripping your paywall content and then redistributing it for free to shit on your income, but maybe I'm just an asshole for thinking to do that. In addition to just the lolcow staff exposing her, apparently people noticed that she was logged into a sock account on TikTok. This is relevant because in Emily's expose video, she had shown in great detail how these sock accounts would comment on her videos and DM her messages. She had confirmed she had managed to get the IP address to at least one of these accounts, and it tracked back to the area that Shannon was known to live at the time. A lot of people, both friends of Shannon and bystanders, are wondering why she would go on this kind of forum and purposely shit talk about her friends and associates. And being someone who was once cyber harassed by an incredibly similar person, I can confidently say that it's because she wants the drama. In my experience with cyber harassment, the person was a close friend of mine and lived pretty close to me and had managed to manipulate not only my in-person friends but also my online friends into thinking some rather deranged shit about me. The way people like this work is they will purposely make these drama posts similar to the ones that Shannon had been making to have people agree with the post or just interacting positively with it, like, oh my god, I never knew that, and use this method of spreading false narratives about people. Especially with people in Shannon's situation, being an influencer on YouTube, she was most likely stoking the flames of drama in order to get stuff to report on once her storytime videos started to lose traction, or started to become too obvious that she was allegedly stealing these stories from people like Emily Artful. In addition to this theory, since things are all still really alleged, it's also possible that her posting these things about her friends in particular was a method of control. Since Shannon apparently had a habit of sprinkling in nuggets of truth with her lies, these accusations and other mean-spirited things could eventually find their way back around to these people in some fashion. And this would have given her a perfect opportunity to get on a high horse to defend her friends, which overall would just improve her standing within the community. Regardless of which side of the drama her friends would have fallen on, either being cancelled or defended, Shannon would have had a chance to come out on top of the situation. This is why I believe, even though she used a ton of bigoted language and the variety of slurs in her posts on lolcow, it is also possible that she might not actually believe in the things that she's posting, but it's just so incredibly hard to tell what is the truth or fiction when it comes to people who manipulate their friends like this. And a note to any of her friends that might have stumbled upon this video, it is okay not to accept any apologies she makes to you in the future. It is okay to keep her at arm's length, and you are not a bad friend for distancing yourself from toxic behavior like this. It's going to hurt just as much as it hurts now to think about what she's done, but you deserve better. Now, I was subscribed to Shannon prior to this whole mess, and I enjoyed her videos enough as like white static background noise while I worked. Her videos tended to follow a pretty repetitive formula of long-winded introduction, full of self-deprecation, jabs at the subject of her video, promoting someone else with this over-the-top love bombing, introducing a topic and not elaborating anything within that topic, and then going, "What do you think?" and then a sign-off. These kind of videos weren't necessarily like super bad, bringing a light into situations that might not have been known about or might have been too new. However, she did tend to jump right into picking sides within a moral area of the topic and basically calling anybody who would disagree with her wrong. This, coupled with her blatant lack of research, prompted her audience to believe the things that she said during her videos, because it doesn't really matter how right or wrong you are. If you say it with enough conviction, people are going to believe you. It's easy to understand why she was so popular among a different group of people, because she tended to report on topics that seemed to have very obvious right and wrong morality, even if now in hindsight this seems more performative than it already did. Her quirky, self-deprecated humor made her seem approachable, and her promotions to other smaller creators made her seem kind of generous. Out of everything she had said over the course of her videos, previously having a job as a social media marketer or something similar to that is very believable due to the content farm-like formula she followed for her channel. It's obvious now, though, that her generosity towards others was a ruse to be able to gain trust and information on a person in order to post negatively about them on the forum, which shit-talking isn't a crime by any means, I guess, but it's really not a good look for you. What is going to become of her career now as a whole is anyone's guess due to Emily Artful's expose. The expose highlighted a decade's worth of stalking, cyber harassment, sexual assault, threats against Emily and her family, done by both Shannon and her husband Anthony. Emily's video and all other sources are going to be included in the description. Now, I don't want to totally regurgitate her video point by point like many people have been doing. She did a great job all on her own describing what happened to her and telling her tale. I just want to voice one small weird point, namely that mind-bending, thumb-bending video reference. I was confused as shit on what this meant, so I googled it and was led to an Urban Dictionary definition describing a video on YouTube. And so I went to YouTube and watched the video itself. Short video, 23 seconds, kind of weird, not gonna lie. It's a guy in a green hat doing something weird with his hands and saying, "Oh, this is gonna go viral, just watch, it's gonna go viral." The video as of recording right now is 7 years old and has less than 200,000 views. So why reference this in some scary stalker Snapchat pictures? Google only has 3 references to this phrasing, not including the YouTube video on its own, which is a Reddit post containing the video that has 28 upvotes and 7 comments, which is not a lot of traction considering the size of the community. The Urban Dictionary post I mentioned before that described the video, and a now deactivated Twitter post saying this video sparked some kind of movement and inspired people like Jacksepticeye, and what the fuck is this? This shit, honest to God, feels cursed. And I'm apparently not the only one who thought to look up this video reference, because a comment on the only other video this channel posted says, "Hey Anthony," because the actual thumb-bending, mind-bending, whatever video, the comments are turned off on that. I don't think this channel actually has anything to do with the situation. The comments just appear to state that the individual was spamming the link to people on Curious Cat in order to get views, but I thought it was very weird that Anthony would reference this really obscure random ass video. Rewinding back to the topic at hand, I don't know how Shannon is going to recover from this. Since all of this is still allegations, I suppose there's some thin chance she could bounce back if she has some undeniable and definitive proof that these things weren't said and done by her and extension Anthony. Some advice going forward though, when using anonymous message boards to shit talk people, why not just follow the rules? Don't dox people, don't self-promote yourself, don't talk about yourself in the third person. Like, the shit's not rocket science. Also, I wouldn't recommend posting confidential stuff in these forums. Hopeless Peaches alleges that they never discussed something publicly that you proceeded to post about on the message board. That kind of outs you as either the one posting it or spreading around the information without the consent of the person. So, which is it? Lastly, when making a million sock puppet accounts, like A, where do you get the time and energy? And B, it might be beneficial not to name those accounts after things you have publicly stated to enjoy, but also log off of them when you're screen sharing stuff. That's all I really wanted to throw out into the void right now. Thank you for watching. Like I stated previously, my sources and stuff are all going to be referenced in the description. That's all for now. This is Minji, signing off. Until next time.